Awasi ji, only for 5 minutes
Today you did
with strict
3 मिनट बाद ये सर
observation.
Sir, the majority speaketh.
Thank you, sir. Sir, at the outset, I would like to make it clear that we are one with the government, the people of India are with the government, and the international community at large sympathizes with the government of India's problem which we are facing now. Sir, there are two bills over here. I'll take the first one and the second one first, the Unlawful Activities Prevention Amendment Act. Sir, my party opposes this bill. And why do we oppose this bill? Because the section 15 of the Principal Act talks about terror. What is terror? That is not defined. And secondly, sir, section 15 of the Principal Act, it talks about terrorist act. Whereas the whole definition is there, which has been taken from the National Security Guard Act of 1986. And very conveniently, I would call it an intellectual dishonesty that what the NSG Act 1986 says, why paragraph, it defines who is a terrorist. Terrorist means any person who with intent to overthrow the government as by law established or to strike terror in the people or any section of the people or to alienate any section of the people or to adversely affect the harmony amongst different sections of the people, and now after that does anything or by using bombs, that is incorporated. Now I would like to know, if you are taking this whole definition and you're putting a terrorist act, why did you leave out this the initial part? Because I feel there is no difference between an act which promotes enmity, which promotes communal harmony. Isn't that a threat to India's sovereignty, India's unity? Second point, in that same section 15 Principal Act, subsection A, by any other means of whatever nature to cause or likely to cause. This is a very subjective thing. And tomorrow if an investigating officer can even arrest Arundhati Roy for writing what she is writing, because by any other means or whatever nature, it is a subjective thing. Who defines it? What is all this thing over there? Third point, sir, is that you come to 43D, 180 days. With all the confidence I can say, 100% of the cases wherein minorities will, if they are arrested, they will be in detention without charge for 180 days. Why? Because that is what is happening as of now. This happened in my own state, and we have a dynamic chief minister who has done a lot for minorities, which never any chief minister has done. But the ground reality is there is a huge difference between reality and hope. The man in uniform has an inborn hatred towards the Muslim minority. That is the fact. And the fact is that he starts his investigation on the premise that yes, Muslims are terrorists. I can say with all the confidence that 180 days will be the detention. Secondly, sir, if a case is booked, if one person is booked in 3 cases for its offence, 180 days for one case, 180 days second case, this is happening everywhere. Even before an act is brought over here. Another issue about bail. Page 5, that paragraph 25. This is a limit on judicial discretion. Any PP will stand up and oppose the bail. What will the case diary say? Will the case diary write flowers about the accused? The case diary will of course follow what is there in the charge sheet, what is there in the FIR. I mean, this is like you are using words to cover up all these things. Special and 43E, the presumption of the onus shifts to the accused if he is found with explosive and arms. I was listening very attentively to the Minister of Science and Technology. He represents Delhi. In December 2005, 2 Muslim boys, sir, Irshad Ali and Maruf Khamar, were arrested by the Special Cell of Delhi. The CBI 4 days ago have filed a report in the courts stating that the Special Cell had planted RDX, 2 pistols, and called them to be belong to Al-Badr terrorist organization. Can't this happen? Can't RDX be put by your agencies? What are the safeguards in this act over here? Sir, please, sir, आपसे मेहरबानी करूंगा सर, अगर आप बैठ जाओ तो बैठ जाऊंगा सर।
मैंने 5 मिनट दिए।
ये हमारे जिंदगी और मौत की बात है। जितना हम देखिए सर, मुसलमानों का कोई लीडर नहीं है, मुसलमानों के लीडर तो ये लोग हैं, हम इनको वोट डालते आए। मैं तो लीडर नहीं हूं ना, मैं किसको बोलूंगा फिर मेरी बात? मेरे आंखों में आंसू है, वो आंखों में आंसू आपको नहीं दिखाई दे रहे, मुझे दिखाई दे रहे। तो कम से कम 2 मिनट बोलने दीजिए सर। ये एक अहम मुद्दा है जो हमारी जिंदगियों को तबाह तराश करके रख देगा। पेट्रियट एक्ट की बात हुई, जॉर्ज बुश ने पेट्रियट एक्ट को बगैर बहस के पास किया पहली मर्तबा। कम से कम हमारे होम मिनिस्टर साहब 24 घंटे का वक्फा दिया हमको, उनका शुक्रगुजार हूं मैं। क्या पेट्रियट एक्ट तो एक ही उसमें झटके में चला गया। अनदर पॉइंट सर अबाउट 51A, with the words used in 51A, any person engaged or suspected to be engaged in terrorism. Sir, it is a basic primary principle of criminal jurisprudence that mere suspicion is not an offense. These are the words which you have used over here. Tomorrow, any Darul Uloom Deoband scholar can be, his assets can be freezed on a mere suspicion of terrorism. These are the words that you have used in this act. And where is the sunset clause in this bill? Why can't you have a sunset clause in this bill? There should be a sunset clause because accountability will be put on the investigating agencies. And why isn't the IB being made accountable to this parliament? What is wrong in making IB accountable to this parliament, sir? Many times, Mr. Deputy Speaker, whenever any political change happens in India, the Andhra Pradesh IB officer telephones me and asks me, how is it going to affect the ruling party? I wanted them to ask, what about these terrorist actions where innocent Muslims are being picked up? How bad is going to affect over here? That question is never asked. Again, coming back to the Honorable Minister of Science, he talked about Makoka. If Mr. Kapil Sibal feels that Unlawful Amendments Act 2008 is a cure to all the terrorist activities, then his party should immediately scrap the Makoka in Maharashtra. Why are you continuing the Makoka, which is a completely, what was Tata was there? I find this, and he has completely forgotten to read the speeches given by his leaders when POTA was being passed, March 26, 2002. I took the liberty of going to the library and reading all the speeches. If I start quoting the speeches of Congress leaders on that day, it will be very bad over here. Draconian laws cannot stop terrorism. These were the words being used. Now what are we doing? This law will target only the Muslims. Let me be very clear. I am with you on the war in the terrorism. Terrorism has to be stopped. But in what way? There is a huge difference what is happening on the ground. I am being targeted every day. Even when Rajshekar Reddy cannot control those communal police officers, how do you expect? Then you talk about an authority to be formed. That
Please
authority
now
will
conclude.
sanction the... Sir, please, sir.
Please conclude now.
Authority will sanction the prosecution. Who will be the authority? You are not creating a law for New Delhi. You are not creating a law for Andhra Pradesh. You are creating a law which will affect the whole nation at large. What will happen in Gujarat? What will happen in those states who are inimical to the Muslims, who do not stand for the secular ethos of this country? Have you given a thought to it? At least some time should have been given. I could have gone to my UPA leadership and explained all these problems, but no, mood of the nation. I would go on record and say, Mr. Deputy Speaker, this is nothing. This bill is being brought.
Thank you.
No, sir, please, sir. This bill is, sir, second bill pe aane ka hai abhi. This bill is brought only to satisfy the collective conscious society. But are the Muslims, the minorities, part of your collective conscience or not? That is a moot question which has to be answered. Secondly, coming to NIA, sir, in the all-party meeting, my party has welcomed it. But your own standing committee on March 30th of this year disagreed. They said, no, make CBI the NIA. There is no need of NIA over there. But even in that NIA Act, sir, in NIA, the schedule of offences, there are 8 schedules. Talks about Indian Penal Code 121, 135, no problem. 488A to 489E, all these illegal money transactions. But what about 153A, 153E? What has happened in Kandhamal? Is it that not a threat to India's unity and integrity? I am surprised that 153A, 153B is not being brought in this act. What is stopping you from bringing it? National Investigating Authority is fine. But what will be the constitution of that NIA? Will it again be a turn to be a club of upper caste people?
Please
or will it be a
conclude
diverse?
now.
Sir, lastly, I would like to say my party will support the National Investigating Authority, but on the second bill, I will walk out from this house because I cannot sit here that government is acting in haste and we
Please
will be fighting
conclude
the
now.
Thank you, sir.
K. Francis George.